Hey guys, and welcome back to Tome Time Tea. This is your host, C.T. Russell, here with a discussion topic. I want to talk about the hard, fast rule reading the book before the movie or TV show comes out. But does this always have to be the case? I know this is sacrilegious. One should always read the book before watching the movie. It's a hard, fast rule of being a reader. We enjoy the medium of reading over all other forms of entertainment. But what I'm asking is, could there be exceptions to this rule? Try as I might, my TBR pile is always stacked high, and it's not always possible to get to the book before the movie comes out. And in some cases, the movie version is more famous and more popular, so a person is more likely to watch the movie before reading the book, such as with The Last Unicorn or The Princess Bride. Or maybe one did not care to read the book, but ends up seeing the movie for whatever reason. I, for one, have broken this rule on several occasions. Each case has offered varied results. After watching Water for Elephants, I felt more compelled to read the book because I felt like I was missing big parts of the narrative. And boy, was that hunch right. To those who haven't read the book, half of the story is told by the main character when he is in a retirement home. Those chapters added so much depth to the character that is not explored in the movie. Reading the book added so much more to the story that I would have missed otherwise. Not gonna lie, a big reason why I read The Last Unicorn is because it was on Kindle Unlimited. I liked the movie, but felt I would have loved it more had I discovered it when I was younger, something I'm not too positive about for the novel. Yes, the world building was great, but I can see younger me getting annoyed and skipping the songs. Heck, older me could barely stand it. Anyways, the point is, the book was very similar to the movie. I don't feel like I gained new groundbreaking understanding of the narrative. There was a few plot holes that the book answered that the movie either didn't care to or didn't have time to. Alright guys, please don't hate me because this is totally just my opinion, but I couldn't read The Princess Bride after watching the movie. The first chapter was so dense and it didn't make sense to me. I got maybe 3 chapters in before setting it down. The style of writing where the author is committed to pretending he's abridging another work didn't mix with me. Maybe it would be different if I tried reading it now. I feel like I am both more patient and yet more likely to put books in the DNF pile at the same time. But anyways, I also felt like the narrative told in the movie was great. The novel didn't really add to my understanding, emotional or otherwise. This might also get some backlash. I watched the Netflix version of the series of unfortunate events, and I don't plan on reading the books anytime soon. For one, when I attempted the books in my youth, it told me to put it down if I didn't want to read about something depressing. Who am I to ignore the orders of a book? I passively watched the Netflix series, and well, I couldn't imagine reading about 3 orphans that suffered for 13 books, no matter how short they were. Plus, the thought of buying 13 books makes my wallet hurt. Of course, the reverse is also true. Reading books before movies completely changes how one takes in and interprets the movie. I'm less likely to complain about plot holes in the movie if the book filled those in. The character's inner struggles is something that I'm already familiar with. Take The Hunger Games, for example. There were plot holes in the movie that the book answered, and if you didn't know Katniss's inner struggle, it is understandable if you didn't love Jennifer Lawrence's performance. I did, but like I said, I read the book first. Then there are the times when, after reading the book first, I spend the entire movie screaming and crying, "That's not how it happened! That's not right, you monsters! How could you do this?" Such as Percy Jackson movies, specifically The Sea of Monsters, because I did watch The Lightning Thief before reading the books, but I vowed to read the books before watching the second movie, and boy, was I cringing and crying the whole time. I absolutely hated what they did to the character Tyson. Everything that made him him had been stripped away. The only thing that was right was the name, and I guess the fact that he was a Cyclops, but whatever. My point is, though, reading before you watch is a hard, fast rule, but maybe we can start making some exceptions. And maybe those exceptions are for personal reasons. Reading a book takes a lot more effort and time commitment than watching a movie or even most TV series. It's really up to the individual to decide if they want to uphold this rule or not. And in my eyes, it doesn't make anyone less of a reader if they want to let something slip into theaters or TV before reading it. But this is just my opinion and experiences, and I would love to hear yours. Do you always observe this rule? Has watching a movie first ever worked out well for you? How does watching the movie first versus reading the book change your perspective on the narrative? Is there a specific tea you like for watching movies? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks, guys. I'll see you later.